do you notice investment opportunities? A question that we get quite often, maybe not in those words, but in different words. Wagwan multifamily manager, this is Hutch, the marine investor. And look, whenever we talk to passive investors, they want to know a lot about the project that they're looking to put their money in as passive investors. And one of the things that they want to know is that the business plan is executable. So we can build this sophisticated business plan and it all makes sense based on the location of the property and the fundamentals and economics foundations or fundamentals of that. But what a passive investor also wants to know is that we are considering multiple exits for this opportunity. Because look, just like stock market is cyclical on a daily basis, the real estate also have its cycle as well. And it's determined by the market, whether it's be microeconomics or macroeconomics, right? So sophisticated passive investors, they want to know that the lead sponsor or the sponsorship team have more than one way or two ways of executing the business plan or to exit the property. Now, one of the strategy that a lot of operators use to exit a property is to get the investor's capital back via refinance. And while that builds comfort, it's at times not the highest velocity of your capital. Let me explain. When you refinance and get all your money back, say after 18 months, yes, you get to roll and get into another project. But what we're seeing is that some operators are not able to give you 100% of your money back. For example, if the minimum buy-in for a real estate syndication is $50,000, you don't get to maximize the velocity of the capital. For example, if you was to wait, 3 to 5 years for exiting the property, and you get one lump sum back, and now 90 to 100,000, sometimes more of your capital back, then you can roll that money, and now you get to double up every 5 to 7 years on your capital. So it's important that you're looking at how that exit strategy affects the velocity of your capital. And sophisticators like yourself, you understand this, right? But don't be too caught up in the early return of your capital, because that might not be the highest velocity of your capital. Right? Best-in-class operators have multiple ways of exiting a deal, and it's important that you understand them all before you actually put your money into a real estate syndication. Until next time, I'm Hutch, the marine investor. Aloha.
Go to hsquaredcapital.com and download the operations manual